Like you said, if people like, oh, I don't care about AI, like reading this in this book, every mistake, every failure is literally feedback to get you closer.
I won't say struggle, but gonna have the hardest time. But
When you start with that ignorance, bro, it's definitely a blessing because what's up with brother Dre, man?
chilling, man, at the house with it. Just got off this call.
Oh yeah, that mastermind you were telling me about.
Well, this one is like it's like a little boot camp. And it basically what it entails is it basically has where you can take your business and create AI agents. You know what I mean? So that way you don't have to you ain't got to do all the admin and stuff. But now for me, what I'm looking at it as, I want to take the AI aspect of everything, bruh, and then just have the VA enhance it, bruh. You feel me? So that way I'm just ripping through everything, bruh. I ain't gotta worry about, all of the hoopla and I can enhance because I feel like from the social media and just a productivity aspect, a VA gonna help you, bruh, and AI gonna help, bruh, rather than, hurt you. So that's how I'm looking at it. But it's pretty cool though, man. It's a lady, she has a land business and so she jumped into the AI space. So she got like a 3-day boot camp where she, shows you behind the scenes of how she automate her business. So my plan is to take that and then be able, when I hire the data manager, bro, just have them go through that training. You feel me? So, and then when I get to the part where my goal in my business, bro, I was just thinking about this shit. I was talking to AI about this, like when you had said something about about marketing. And I was thinking like, bro, like in business, bro, you could just have like a marketer slash AI integrator, bro, where they do all your marketing and they learn all the AI tools. Because as a founder, bro, you ain't got time to learn all that stuff, bro. And you just have somebody where they just, whatever they want, bro, you just pay for the training and their whole job is just to research all AI tools, cuz. You see what I'm saying? Where you pay them like $7, $8 an hour. But what you paying them $7, $8 an hour, their job is to be able to post for you. Their job is to go look up what latest things that we can automate in the business. Like, you feel me? Like they're like IT, bro. If they like a IT slash marketer though, but what they do is they make sure everything in the business is functional. And they do that by just researching all of the AI. That's their whole job, especially if they technical, you know what I mean? And then in your business, bro, you'll have somebody that you ain't got to worry about that. Right. So whatever you need in your business that's automated, you'll have a department in your business where that's all they do, bro. Every morning, bro, you tell them, look, bro, I need you to learn everything. You feel me? And I'll pay you even more if we get to a certain amount of income. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm
Yeah.
thinking. You feel me? From a leverage standpoint, because the deeper we get into this, bruh, it's like, how do we set ourselves apart from everybody else? Because I feel like a lot of people is just like, man, I don't care about AI, bro. Like, here's what it is. If you a person where you like, okay, bro, I only got 24 hours, can't learn. So, bro, let me outsource that.
And bruh, like you said, if people like, oh, I don't care about AI, like you just said, if you a person where you got 24 hours in the day and you want some of that time back, which is every living person on this, you fall in this category. So even if you like, oh, I don't care about AI, what they're really saying, as you already know through real estate, everybody's a lead. They're saying, I'm not interested in this because of the way that it's being presented to me, or I'm not interested in this based off of the time that I think I have. So they're not aware of the value. So when we present that value, I'm reading Alex Hermozi's $100 million offer book, bro, and that's fire. I actually got the physical copy coming tomorrow, so I can go deeper into it. But there's this concept he talks about his Grand Slam offer, and it's 4 variables to making a Grand Slam offer. Pretty much this is in every, you feel me, value preposition. It's he says you have to have the dream outcome, and it's not even just about the dream outcome, it's the perceived expectation of the dream outcome. And then you have to have the pretty much what is it? How sure is this gonna happen? Like, what's the likelihood of expectation? Like, what's the likelihood of this actually happening? That dream outcome. What's the likelihood of me? He says we have to increase the outcome. We have to increase the likelihood of achieving it. And then the other two is the time delay. We have to decrease the time delay that it takes to get to that result. And then also we have to decrease the sacrifice needed to get to that result. And he's like, bro, if you do those four things, you have a Grand Slam offer. It don't really matter what they say. Like with the AI thing, if we can hit those three things, show them what's the dream outcome, buying your time back, freeing up your stress, the likelihood of achieving it based off of how we perceive it. You do this, X, Y, and Z, it's going to get you to you fill in that gap pretty much. And then the time delay, you see how AI is going to, you feel me, do a work of 10 people in less than an hour or whatever. And then you feel me, the effort you have to put into making it happen. I got the whole system for you. All you got to do is just pay me and it's going to work itself. So I was like, bro, that's fire. That's exactly what you're just talking about. So yeah, that's game.
Yeah, bro. The reason why like when you brought up the mastermind, that's where I got that from, bro. Like where dudes like you don't have to know everything to get to where you need to get to, bro. You just have to be. It's the same thing with AI, bro. Like in AI, you just need to be able to articulate your vision. And
Mm,
then once you articulate your vision, because it's this thing called whisper flow, where you like how me and you are talking right now, you could just use this app and then talk into your AI, and then you could just go back and forth with it. Like, nah, I mean this, I mean that. And then eventually the AI will like,
mm,
get to where but you as the visionary gotta be
mm-hmm,
know what you want. And I feel like
mm-hmm,
that's the same thing that you do when you talk to a virtual assistant, bro. Like you tell them, like, look, this is what I want. Is this something that you can handle? Is this something you can do?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Most of them gonna say yes, of course, but then at the same time, though, you also want them to do the test where they see if they can do it, and then if they can
Yeah,
do it, bro, you got it. Like you
you
feel
in
what
the
I'm
dough.
saying?
Mm-hmm,
You in the
mm-hmm,
dough. You feel what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So I look at it like the person who can articulate, who can communicate their vision the best
Mm,
is gonna win at this game, cuz. And so once that's why I said I'm gonna go and do Postmaster so that way I can be able to articulate myself a little bit more. You feel me?
mm.
Just work on my public speaking, right? Because some people be like, well, why would you do that? It's like shit. I don't know who gonna say, hey D man, I need you to go
Yeah,
do a talk. You feel me?
yeah,
I can't be up there talking like this. I
yeah,
gotta be up there. Not saying I got a code switch, but at the same time, I also want to be able to convey my message in a way to where, it's perceived. Of course, I always want to be my authentic self, but at the same time, no, it's always a way to how you do something rather
yeah,
than do it to where that's, because we always can get better. And
yeah.
so you see what I'm saying? So I feel like
Exactly.
once I do that, and then I'm able to learn from delegating to AI to VAs.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, cuz. Like, you
That's
feel me?
bruh.
Like, you see what I'm saying? That's the hack. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was just talking to my boy yesterday, and we was talking like at this time, bro, like we gotta like prepare ourselves for the future, bro. Like future is gonna be different, bro. It ain't gonna be like how it was now. You feel me? Because I think, like people said, the non-technical people are gonna be the people that win. Because, like, if you super duper technical and you're an overthinker, those are the people that are going to, I won't say struggle, but gonna have the hardest time. But they say like the people who just go in and just be like, fuck it, like I'm gonna just
Yeah.
do this. I'm just run the play. These are the people that's gonna win because with AI, you always iterating. You know what I'm saying? You always
Mm-hmm.
testing. So like now we're in the testing phase of everything. And so that's one thing I'm realizing, bro, is like everything ain't a finished product right now, bro. AI not a finished product, bro. Every single day is something new. So it's like, how as a visionary, how as a business owner, like how am I positioning myself to where when I do hire a VA, I know for sure because I'm like, look, make mistakes all you can, because your mistake might be $1 million play.
Yeah. Facts, bruh.
And
I mean, thinking
so,
about it from a logical perspective too, I was reading this in this book. Every
uh,
mistake, every failure is literally feedback to get you closer. So, like you said, bruh, the fact from a logical perspective, the more mistakes and failures you make, not only are you quicker gonna get to the goal, but like you said, you might come stumble upon a whole nother, you feel me? Like, yeah. So man, you fact about that. And it's fascinating how our world, I mean, knowing what I know now through scripture perspective, but it's just so fascinating how the world kind of steers you away from making mistakes or you're a fail, like you're looking at negative. And bruh, that's so beautiful because it's so clearly a lie of the devil. And like, bruh, man, so yeah, it's dope.
that's real. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
And like you just said, if you think about it, when you make mistakes, bro, all it is data. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's data. So all you do is you say, hey man, guess what? AI, man, I just made the biggest mistake. Put that in AI and be like, man, what would you do? How should I navigate through this, as me making this mistake? And then just let AI talk to you. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell the virtual assistant, like, look, navigate through AI. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
once you do
facts.
that, we're gonna win. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at all this stuff, bro, like you said, man, like it's a way for us to cut down the monotonous in business
Mm-hmm.
and exercise being creative, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So I think the
Mm-hmm.
most people who were creative, now this gives them excuse not to be. You have
Mm.
no skills. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Now
Because
it really
before I
comes
used to
down
say,
to desire and do you
yeah.
really want it now? Because you ain't got no excuses.
So that's my main thing. And then my mantra now is do it scared and do hard things, bro. Like that's my mantra. Everything I say, I'm like, man, so what? It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Life is hard. You feel me? Like that's what
That
I tell
part.
myself because it's so easy to get caught up and say, man, I don't know. And we all don't know, bro. But at
Yeah.
the same time, though, the vision is the vision, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the who. I'm
That
gonna
part.
find
That
it.
part.
Oh, I'm finding the who, bro. You see what I'm saying? So, as I listen to podcasts, bro, and I listen to other people, bro, it's people who probably dumber or whatever you want to classify it as, bro, who don't have the intellect as we are, bro, but they just have the desire to win.
Man, that's facts. It seems like I'm wondering if there's something scriptural. I think it's something scripturally points to this too. Like ignorance is like when you're ignorant, you pretty much empty and you could be filled with so much, you feel me? But when you know everything and you kind of shooting yourself in the foot if you ain't aware, you feel me, to keep growing. So when you start with that ignorance, bro, it's definitely a blessing because with that drive, man, like right now, like finna do this whole new project with interviewing business owners. I don't really know how to do it, but I just saw a play already did. I'm finna rob and duplicate that to the best of my abilities with ChatGPT guiding me along the way, and then I'm just taking action and I'm perfected as I go. You feel me? So
That's how you do it, bro. I promise
mhm.
you, when you do it like that, bro, and you don't overthink it, it's funny how it'll manifest itself, bro. And then also too, bro, simple, bro. Like ask people, hey man, how can you be better? And what you
Mm.
do is you take that data, bro.
Hmm.
Gotta put that in AI, cuz right now you in a data finding process, bro. Like when people give you insight, even if it's negative, okay, I
Hmm.
appreciate it, bro. Take that and file it and then constantly work on
Mm.
it, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, bro. Just don't look at it as like it's worthless information. Like every information is something to where it's gonna help you
Exactly.
elevate you feel me?
Case in
And then
point. Go ahead. My bad.
no, I was just gonna say also too, bro, like talk to AI like how you talking to me. Like, hey man, I'm doing these interviews. Can you point me to some content creators that, grew their platform
Mm.
or whatever, or, give me different interview styles that I kind of mimic or something like that, bro, and just go from there. You feel me?
Hmm.
Because you'll be surprised what AI will give you, bro. Crazy. I'm telling
Nah,
you.
that's facts, bro. Shit, just to
It's
speak to
beast.
what you were saying right now, a couple of weeks ago, when I first started interviewing business owners, I got pretty much a lot of no's or whatnot. But this one no, this lady pretty much she was kind of like, wait, I would call it rude, but she was, you feel me, straight. It was the feedback that I needed because it'll help me adjust. And you feel me, in adjusting from the way I approached her helps me to be better. Like case in point, like I didn't take that and like, man, forget her, dwelling in my, you feel me. I took that, you feel me, like, okay, how did I approach her? How could I approach her next time? And what she said, she was like, "Are you with the company?" And I was like, okay, so that's pretty much what she wants. She wants to know what value am I bringing her. And then I ended up talking to Alex based off of that situation a couple of days after, and me and him was chopping it up. But then he gave me a resource. He's like, you can use my company. So based off of that negative feedback, taking that and seeing what can I do with that, that ended up bringing me to a resource, so to speak. And you feel me? I end up adjusting my pitch.
I'm gonna give you some role play games. So if I would do that, I would tell her just like this, just like how you do in real estate. Say, hey
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, say, hey, I totally understand you want a big company or whatever, but you just be straightforward with it. Say, hey ma'am, you know what? Can I ask you a question? When you first started, when you were a small business or or did you, you probably didn't have the amount of customers that you have now, right? Correct?
Hmm.
She'd be like, yeah. Say, look, man, hey, I'm a father of three. I'm just building up my brand. I would love to, be able to interview you. I'm building up my social media presence. I don't have many, but guess what? What I do have is I have drive, I have hustle, and I have grit. And that's something that I want to, be able to show that your business may have. And I just want to be able to be the first person. And then you can even share with it. Like, I used to be a musician, and in hip hop, it's called underground, like finding people. So I just wanted to interview you to see, who knows, hypothetically, your business may blow up, whatever.
Hmm.
I just want
Hmm.
to say, I got you on camera. You feel me? And then you make it be about them. You feel me? Once you make it be about her,
Hmm.
you feel me?
That's where the
You know,
value
you
comes in for them. Yeah.
that's where the value come from. Don't
Hmm.
make it be about you. You only make it be about you with your introduction, but you
Mm.
make it be about them, about like, hey man, my goal is to make sure that everybody in the Bay Area know about your business. Then once you put it in that perspective and be transparent with them, look, businesses open social media following is just getting there. But guess what? I promise you, this is not something that I'm doing as a hobby. This is something that I'm doing every single day. And I just want to see if you want to come along with the journey. Now, when you put it in that,
Yeah, yeah. It
come
kind of gives
along.
them a different. I see it like the way we word it, like I was saying in that book, the way we perceive our offer will pretty much let somebody know, okay, is it valuable for me or is it just valuable for you? It could be the same offer, but how you perceive it is. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense. That's what's up.
Because I mean, it's fine to go with Alex, but what I'm saying is you know that Alex, you a part of it, but at the same time though, you build an Alex brand up, bro.
Hmm.
You feel me? So build your brand up and just be transparent. The more you transparent with people, the more people gonna be like, oh, okay, you feel what I'm saying? So they gonna respect the grind. You could leverage Alex later down the, you could say, okay, this is another business owner that I work with as well too. But if I was you, if you try to build your own entity, bro, I would definitely leverage your personal name and your personal brand
That
so
makes
that
a lot
way
of sense. Yeah.
you feel me? That way people could be like, okay, man, that's Ollie right there. Ollie, man,
Hmm.
Ollie go across all the bay and interview number of people. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Once you do that, shit, it's gonna take care of itself. But I think the main thing, bro, is the two things you gotta do is, bro, you gotta leverage people in the community, AI, and just your intuition, bro
Hmm.
and be uncomfortable, bro, because it's tough. You know what I mean? You're talking to business owners, but at the same time, though, bro, that's your knack. You like to talk to people. So
Hmm.
and I'll share this with you too, bro. Make sure you create, you know how people do podcasts, they have like rapid fire.
Hmm.
Create like go to ChatGPT and say, hey, my name's Oliver. Give everything, give full context. I'm a life coach, blah, 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 blah. Create me one tagline question. So like you want to create a question where everybody know like, oh, let me ask me that one question. You know what I mean? That one question where like if you and wifey at dinner, it's like, hey man, I know that question that you ask everybody. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
catchy
yeah.
question, like it can be whatever, like whatever, bro. But I'm saying talk to ChatGPT about it but just ask like a question to where it's like people know you for that question,
It's
bro.
like memorable.
A memorable.
Kind of like with the member from the School of Hard Knocks, James, I guess his name is James. His memorable, he got a couple, but the one that sticks with me the most is that last question he asked him. He's like, "Do you believe in God?"
Yeah, that one. And what would you tell a young person
That one.
starting out? So just say you can do that. You can say, "Hey, I follow School of Hard Knocks. He asked these questions. Create me at least 5 to 10 questions that I can ask a business owner that
Mm,
would make me stand out." You see what I'm saying?
love that.
And there
Yeah,
you go, bro. And now
yeah.
people know when they see you, bro. 'Cause one time he asked one of the business owners, and he was like, I already know what you're gonna ask me because I watch your content. You see what I'm
Mm,
saying? You
mm-hmm,
see what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm.
if you have that question, cuz, and you can still go to rapid fire, right? You
Yeah,
still
yeah,
could do
yeah.
your rapid fire question. But if you got that one question that people know you for, bro, I think
Mm-hmm.
that'd be super
Nah, that's
powerful,
fire.
bro.
No, I think that's good.
Yeah, that'd
No, I
be super
appreciate that. That's
powerful,
good.
bro.
That's dope.
Yeah, I think what makes it dope for you, bro, like you in the heart of the you're in Silicon Valley, bro. You in San Jose, so like you really talking to people that are dealing like they got a high amount of income. The tax bracket is different, but at the same time, though, you're able to talk to them in a way to where it's the human element. Because you know how it is, bro. Like when you think of Silicon Valley, bro, you think of people who's snotty, they don't got time, but you could bring that human element to people as well
Mm-hmm.
too. And then also too, bro, if I was you, I would definitely tap in with some of those food critics too,
Mm.
like where you could, once you build up your brand, you could
Mm-hmm.
connect with one of these food people that like go to these restaurants, and you and the food, y'all can do like meetup where y'all
Mm-hmm.
go to a restaurant, you eat the food and y'all do a critique of the food, but then you enter the business owner.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You feel
And
me?
we kind of
So
make a
that what,
joint collab. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
smart. Yeah, that's fire. Because
yeah.
my thing
You
will
feel
be
me?
interviewing business owners, and then it's still in the establishment where their thing is interviewing the content or the food or whatever.
So it'd be like a 30-minute vlog. Y'all eat the food. You interview the business owner, and then whoever the food critic is, he might question the person too. But what I'm saying is y'all collaborate together.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole purpose of what y'all doing is y'all tasting the food, and then y'all giving you interviewing the business owner, and then y'all giving them publicity. So
That's
win-win.
cool.
And
Yeah,
of course they're
yeah.
gonna give y'all the food away for free because y'all giving them publicity.
Mm.
But the win-win is y'all coming together, joining each other's followers, and then y'all intertwine with talking to the business owner and being a
Business
part of
owner.
the community.
That's
Mhm.
fire. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, that's a good vision right there. Okay, I
You
like that.
already you already on Instagram, and then once you build the stuff up, then you just DM nothing but Bay Area food critics. Like, hey, bro, how you
Mm-hmm.
doing, man? You see my content? I love to connect. You feel me?
No, that's fire. Appreciate
Yeah,
that. That's a good one.
yeah, man.
I'm glad I got this one recorded.
Okay, I didn't know it was recorded. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir. Shit.
But
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say real quick, shit, bro, we gotta start incorporating that damn Martell thing, bro. You know,
Which part?
where we was reaching out to 5 people,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
creating 3 posts and all that kind of stuff, bro. You feel me? Like those
Networking
little,
and that
yeah,
20%.
yeah, bro. Cause like if you little things, bro, read the 10 pages and that little small stuff, bro, do your workout.
That shit,
Well,
yeah,
that's
that's
the
that 20%, bro. That I was watching, I think I told you already, but I was watching one of the Myron and Dr. Benjamin Hardy videos, and they were going in on that 20%, bro. Like that's a real power law. And if you once you understand that shit, like to start
uh,
operating like that, focusing really on the 20% that produces 80% of the results is I think it's so hard because like what I'm working on is like right now, I'm doing today's work that I need to do, and then I'm starting on tomorrow's, but I'm not going no further than that, even if I have extra time or whatever. Because I'll get so far, I'm trying to do week that I don't need to do until next week, or thinking about something that's so far down, and I don't even need to worry about that. So that's 80%. I need to focus on the 20% today and maybe tomorrow morning, and then that's about it, just to keep that momentum going. So,
You know what's so crazy, bro? And I didn't share this with nobody. So my wife was asking me questions about ChatGPT, and I was telling her that Claude is crazy right now, bro. Like it's damn near
I haven't even
automating
tapped into
shit.
it, but I heard the same thing.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? So she asked me that, right? And my wife, she's so old school. And so as a husband, I told myself, I said, man, I gotta learn this stuff, bro. That's why I paid for all this stuff. I may just pay a VA also too to kind of like help me, like just pay for their time. But I say all that to say, bro, like I want to learn this stuff so that way I can help my wife automate her business, bro, because she has a travel agent business. And I told her, I'm like, you still creating proposals, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, AI will have it to where you jump on a call like how you recording us now, record on one of these note-taking apps. It'll take all of that. It'll basically, you'll have a prompt where it'll say, take all of the stuff that we talked about, and then the AI will be able to prompt up the proposal and email it to
Yeah.
her potential clients. So that's one of the things that I want to help her automate in her business, bro. So that way, bro, all she's not even tripping, bro. And all she's doing is like everybody's been saying, bro, is all you're being is just a conductor. Like you're overseeing stuff. Like, oh, okay, right before you send the proposal, oh, that looked good. Oh shit, that's better than what I thought it was gonna look.
Yeah.
And then all
Right.
you
Yeah.
do
Yeah. Yeah.
And then all you do is just hit send, or it ain't send, but you basically okay for it to send. And then that's it, bro. You see what I'm saying? So that's one thing I'm working on for her, so that way she could really free up herself to be able to be around her mom more, you know what I mean? We could do more things. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? She could focus on just little things, bruh. She don't gotta worry about all the other stuff. And so, these are the type of things that, bro, like, as men, if we got the time, we learn these things, bro. We could help our family members, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it don't gotta be just wifey. It could be, you feel me? It could be, bro, you could help bro with the business, with the food truck. You could
Right.
be like, hey, bro.
It's essential, but like, bruh, I think it's essential because like even biblically, bruh, like, with me, everything goes back to the scripture in the beginning, bruh. Like in the beginning of Genesis, being that we're made in God's image, I truly believe and I see in the beginning of Genesis, he's clearly telling us, hey, you're made in my image. So this is how when you go to create something, not if, not when you like that's our calling to create and use our successful mechanism to create businesses or whatever, I believe. But when we go to create these businesses and these lifestyles, he already gave us the blueprint and you're already talking about it. It's implementation. God says, I'm going to do this. I'm going to create the heavens and the earth. That's the vision, actually. He started with the vision and then he went to go implement it. And he said, God created the heavens and earth. That was the first implementation. And then he delegated the sea to bring forth the sea creatures, the land to bring forth the land creatures, you feel me? The man to plant the garden and bring forth the vegetables. And he delegated. So that's the second stage. If we're not delegating, hiring VAs, using these AIs, we're not following the proven path to success. Not that man put out, that God put out. You feel me? So I love what you're saying, bro, because it's same like I watched this video and I'm so more on it, bro. Like that's why I had an interview with my one that I just hired this morning, and then having this conversation with you. I'm looking at once I look at my budget or whatnot, I'm probably gonna hire another VA for my admin to do all the marketing and all the behind the stuff in REI Reply. And then eventually later on down the line, probably towards the end of this year, I'm gonna follow one of Dan Martell's plays and from his billionaire playbook, and I'm probably gonna hire me a physical administrative assistant, follow me around. He already gave us the playbook, so that's later on down the line. But I'm really leaning on delegation, and then you touched on the third level, which is communication. You feel me? When we have delegation and communication, not changing who we are or how we talk, but like you said earlier, who we're becoming. I think when you said something about being not changing from being our authentic self, what I'm learning, bruh, my authentic self is still in development. Who I was and who I am today is not who I'm really like fully fulfilled. I'm literally stepping to that day by day. You feel me? So my authentic self is yet to be realized by me. So with me changing my communication, I'm stepping into my authentic, like you said, I love talking. So if I'm over here talking in the street and slang, I'm not really loving talking like I do because if I love myself, I'm gonna go work out to the best of my ability. I'm gonna eat the best food. We talk about loving ourselves and loving our family. Are we truly loving ourselves if we ain't taking care of ourselves? So do we truly love our talents and our gifts if we ain't doing them to the point where they making us become more of who we already are? You know what I mean? So yeah, brother, it's fire.
It's true, and it's also you being selfish if you're not doing these things because
Mm-hmm.
here you are, you can help someone, you can change their life with what you're paying them, and you're being selfish because you're like, oh man, I can save kind of money. It's like, bro, you ain't saving nothing, bro. Like, do the task, and then once you do the task, delegate it, bro. Once you've done it
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 times, you should be delegating that, bro, because
Yeah.
if somebody is a genius of whatever you don't want to be doing, so why not pay
Facts.
them for it? You see what I'm saying? So we get so caught up in thinking that we could be the end all and be all when the reality,
Mm-hmm.
bro, like you said, God want us to delegate, bro, because right now we're living in a time, bro, where the stuff we complained about, bro, we AI is like literally enhancing the time. So it's like, why are we being so 2010 on everything when in reality, bro, we in 2026, bro.
That
You
part.
feel me? It's like, why are you being in 2000? And listen, I find myself doing stuff. I'm still copying and pasting when in reality, bro, I can send emails in through the AI and all that kind of stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm still telling myself like, man, but it's like, nah, bro, I don't know. It's do it, bro. So what if you make a mistake? Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part. But at the same time, though, I'm embracing it from the perspective of I'm like, yo, man, once I get it, it's
Facts.
gonna be lovely. You feel what I'm saying? Because now I
Mm-hmm.
get to spend more time with wifey. If I want to go spend time with the parents, I can. Because guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got my automations, man. I got my
Yeah.
you feel me? My SOPs. I got my virtual assistants. You feel me? So, and then like you said before, bro, like we always talked about, once we do this stuff, bro, man, we can feed the people, bro. We can start doing little workshops on the bay. Like, look, man, that's what we do, man. We look, man, right now we here on a Saturday. We
Make that
got
impact.
VAs working. Yeah, we doing the impact, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
feel what I'm saying? And then, how many people gonna want to show up and go, oh man, let me hear about this.
Correct.
You feel what I'm
Correct.
saying?
I feel like we're gonna
You
create a
know?
movement, bro, with this whole thing, especially like the unique. Because I love how I think we on the same hype. It's not about cloud. It's not about making money. It's about really stepping into who we become, and all those things gonna follow, bro. I really believe that. You feel me? Starting with the small steps and not really like we learned when we doing real estate. Focus on the system. The results gonna come.
So, case in point, bro, I was listening to 5 Day Challenge and REI Sip, bro. REI Sip is crazy over now. But anyways, let me get to the point. The guy that who bought REI Sip, he was talking about Tyler, and he was saying Tyler now doing like 15 deals a month. But then as I was thinking about it, like just 2 or 3 years ago, Tyler was like he wasn't really putting his focus into real
I
estate. But
remember.
but when he sold it, even though he's still a CEO, he sold the company. Now he can put his all into real estate. Now this man closing 15 deals a month, dude.
I'm surprised. I mean, Tyler, like he wasn't talking about clout when he was doing like this his low number, but he was like you say, he was putting it into his business, into that the development of REI
All
Sif.
right, exactly.
And then
That's where
he
his whole
already
focus
he
is. Yep.
knew his capability was to do
Correct.
15 or plus more already based off of what he was already doing. So I loved how he
Already.
stayed consistent with his vision and not jumped
Yep.
over just to make money. You feel me? So I love that, bro.
Exactly. And he did it from an ego perspective, right? Because you're the founder, right? You gotta be doing
Mm-hmm.
because everybody doing 15 deals on social
Mm-hmm.
media. But
Mm-hmm.
he was like, nah, bro, I'm building something. And as I'm building something, I'm willing to do less deals. I'm willing to not have all of that. Guess what? He already had the infrastructure. That's why I say, like, if you already got the systems, bro, when it's time for you to say, hey, man, let's scale this thing to 10 to 15 deals, you could do it because guess what? You got the systems, you got the
Mm-hmm.
people, you got the leverage, right?
Yeah,
And you got
that part.
AI.
That part.
So when you have all of that stuff, bro, it's simple. All you gotta do is just hire labor and then leverage technology. So when I heard that, bro, I was just like, I get it. He already got his system together. That's
Mm-hmm.
why he doing 15 deals. And the
Mm-hmm.
cool part about it, I just heard him do an interview recently, bro. I only bring in 80 records, 80 to 100 records a month.
You know you're doing
And he
that deep.
doing deep prospect. That's what he doing.
That's where the money at. He says reverse engineer. He ain't gonna start on the other side where everybody at. He's starting on the smart side, the low
Or
competition.
the
You feel me?
yep, exactly.
So that's
So
smart,
what
bro.
he
That's
so what he so what he does as soon as the records hit REIC, he has his VAs go in, and that's what I'm about to start doing. Like, so basically what he does, he has his VAs go in, deep prospect it right then and there, bro. You feel me? And then once you deep prospect it, now you know, okay, that person might be dead. Okay, you feel me? That person might have some errors. Okay, let's call it errors. Like, bro, once you deep prospect it, because what he was finding was is okay, if you do all of the cold calling, which is fine, but if you deep prospect it and you got a general understanding of what's going on, you get a quicker way of being able to get the deal.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Problem. I mean, he obviously was working on that, but when we first started in 2020 was when he was. It seemed like he was getting it publicized that REI Sift in the beginning stages, but he must have already had the play and the structure before, and he was putting it in public view around 2020. So, and that was pretty much so he was probably doing this for a couple years, probably 2 years minimum. Let's say he was doing this for 2 years, and then 2020 he put it out to the public so he can get feedback and test out his system and work out the kinks. And that was a 3 to 4 year period. And then he realized he was like, okay, I'm ready to sell. So yeah, that's dope, bro. That's dope. I'm gonna have to get back. Yeah.
How do you think he learned it though, bro? He learned it from a user. See, that's where the game is, bro. You learn from other people. You learn from an environment. It was a user who when he did first to market, he deep prospect everything. So Tyler took that blueprint and implemented it into his business. You feel me?
Probably one of his first users that did that was Clay, and then he probably had consistent. I remember he had a couple other ones after Clay, McMahon. Or if I'm saying his name right, you know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
That was
That's
probably
what
one
I'm
of his first.
saying. You learn from data, you learn from community, you feel me? You learn by labor, by hiring people to test and iterate. That's how you learn.
Likewise, my guy. I'm grateful for this call and grateful for our growth, bro. We definitely going up, like you said, bro.
All right,
All right,
fella,
my
keep it
guy.
going, man. All right now.
Yes, sir. All right, peace.